And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Couldn't slow, whoa, 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 whoa down. Staring at the mirror, you can't see yourself, no. Staring at the mirror, you can't see yourself, bro.
Hey, everyone listen to this, please. Sleepless nights got me going back on that energy.
I've always been into music. When I was a kid, I was in the choir at like 4 years old. And I've always been like a kid who was always like loved singing, loved hip hop music, stuff like that. So yeah, when I was a child, I was in the choir, and that's what kind of pushed me to be, I guess, like a more of a focal point in music. Well, I started singing first. I actually started singing first. In that choir, I was one of the youngest kids to be a lead because I had a pretty good voice as a young kid, singing and shit like that. So, yeah, I started doing that first. So this album is called "Good for Health, Bad for Education." It's inspired by it's inspired by a Japanese anime movie called Akira. My brother Ayo Quest is the one who actually gave me the idea for that, and we kind of just ran from there. Valencia Stacks, he approached me with this situation a while back, but he actually finally finalized it fairly recent. But yeah, he's always like, this is my bro. Like anything that he needed for me to do, I was gonna be 100% about it because I knew the type of person he was, and I knew what he was gonna be working with. So yeah, that was a no-brainer. Well, that's the funny thing. Like, it depends on the actual beat. I thrive off the beat. If it has a great melody to it, I would probably 100% start off with the hook version of everything. And the hook usually helps me out with being able to write the rest of the song. But then again, there are other times where the beat will speak to me like, hey, look, this should be the title of the song, and you should this is the direction that you need to go when it comes to making this song. The musical influences for this album, probably the same ones that probably inspired a lot of my albums. My favorite rapper is Tupac. It always has been. My favorite rhymer, although, is Elzai from Slum Village. So those are usually like my inspiration when it comes to the verbal attack when I get into my musical bag here. But when it comes to the production, which I had a hand helping with Ayo Quest. We were on the Neptunes, Dr. Dre, Jay Dilla, which is actually my personal favorite producer of all time, Alchemist, Just Blaze, Kanye West. These are definitely my inspirations when it comes to this particular album. I actually have a song called Provider that I took like the sample from Nerd's first album, In Search Of, and that's like I love that fucking album. That's literally like my go-to album when it comes to like if I feel like getting upbeat and jumping and shit like that. The Nerd's In Search Of. But yeah, those are my my influences behind this album for sure. My name is Eugene O'Neil. I'm a cat from Rialto, California. This is probably one of the better pieces of work that I've ever done. It's called Good for Health, Bad for Education. It's dropping March 15th. I'm gonna have a lot of dope people on this situation here. A lot of production is done by myself and Ayo Kid Quest, who is also a part of my the label that I'm on. Social Club Recordings. So yeah, you guys fuck with your boy, man. I'm actually very excited to give you guys this body of work. The last piece of work that I dropped was Tomorrow's Midnight, which is on all streaming platforms, by the way, Spotify, blah, blah, blah. But I dropped it about 3 years ago. It was probably the one that actually, you know, got me to this situation here, to be a signed artist as a social club recording artist. So, yeah, you go ahead and wait for the album. I guess, I don't know.
Break down when the burden's heavy. A breakdown at the lower levee. A breakdown when the levee broke down and the riverbank was empty. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa.